Okay, excellent. You know, I asked two groups now just to present briefly a little exercise that could be about practicing reflection. Really a good group, maybe the best group I ever seen, the three guys here. I never experienced anything like it. They want to use three players, so if the two girls here, Mare and Lotte, and Wouter, Wannes, sorry, I knew there was something with a W, and the guys will just explain you what to do in a moment, okay? So, when we do the exercise, or when they do the exercise, try thinking about what you see in this, where is the reflection part? We just finished up there talking about what could be in exercises that should practice reflection. Are you ready, boys? And listen, I get paid for this actually, and then I let the boys do all the work. That's so nice. Yeah, are you ready?
Here it's so it's an easy 2 against 1. It's a game. The goal for the two girls is to hit the shuttle. One girl has to hit the shuttle 3 times in a row. And if one girl hit the shuttle 3 times in a row, we will take the chrono and we will stop the chrono. And they have to hit the shuttle 3 times in a row as fast as possible. And for the guy who is only, he has to try to play as long as possible without the two girls, without one of the two girls touch the shuttle 3 times in a row. Maybe my English is not.
So they have to hit 3 shots, one of the girls, and then the other one have to hit.
No.
So the goals of these two is that one of them hit the shuttle 3 times in a row, and if it's happened, we stop. They win the games. So the goals for him is that they not play 3 times. So to change the girls to open.
Oh, okay, and I understand.
If we win the points, he can still continue another rally. But if the girls win the points or they hit 3 times in a row the rally, we stop. And the challenge is that everybody come one time here, and it's to do the longest time, to stay the longer here.
So he tried to hit the one over there who hasn't got the possibility to hit the shot.
Try to change girl from girl every time, and
okay.
They can move. And girls, you can move where you want.
Okay. Did you get the exercise? Did you think about the reflection part? Did you think about how they can handle this if they're smart? Just wait and see. Okay. Let's see. If it's too good, sorry.
Two. Oh. Yeah. And there's
10 seconds.
Yeah. So a third attempt.
10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, just do it one more time.
But we keep continue the timing. If you win the point, the timing go further. Yeah, we continue. It's good.
Last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
So now it will be good to ask questions about tactic for the girls, how they can manage to
try to do that.
Yeah, you do it in Flemish.
I just said they don't have to ask questions. So what I just said before was to the girls. I said you don't have to play doubles. You have to. The goal of the game is touch the shuttle 3 times and not play a good doubles match. But they haven't shown it yet. So.
But there is a technical something that you speak together or not? So what do you speak about the exercise? How to manage? You understand English?
Yes. Ja.
Or you just play? Yeah? And you? What do you try to do? Every stroke, or you have a favorite stroke? Or?
I mean, if she plays a smash, then not to go to the front because they just play normal doubles, so it's not really difficult to change persons.
Yeah, it's good, really good.
But girls...
Boy understands the...
But I'll just ask the girls a question now. The rule is here that we want one of you to hit it 3 times after each other. Okay? That's the only thing you want to do now. You can do how you want to do that or arrange yourself. You can do what you want. Try just to talk with each other for 30 seconds now. How can we secure that the other one is not taking a shuttle or a stroke? How can we do that? You understand what I mean? There's an easy solution here. Can you see the easy solution?
The game is hackable.
Yeah, it is, really. You have an idea? Okay, let's see.
Of course, that's the rule. So we should give the rule.
But that's okay. You see the idea here. That was the way they could actually handle the situation, and you could see. Is it okay? I take over now. So should we give the guys an applause here for this one? I just want to ask you girls a question here, and you just, of course, say what's in your head. Why didn't you find out about this solution when you did this the first time? Why could that be? That's okay, no problem.
We thought it was not the thing of the game. So we thought that we had to find a solution with 2 people on the phone.
Of course. Did you hear that? Brilliant. She said, Mare said that they thought that they had to stay on court. Why do you think the girl thought that?
Conditioning.
Sorry?
It's conditioned in her brain.
That's the way it is when you play badminton. You can't leave the court. So their experiences are telling them, stay on the court now. But nobody said anything about them having to stay on court. So the little, you can see when I gave them a little time to discuss what could we do here, they figured this one out in 10 seconds, no problem. That's a reflection process. They were disappointed in the first exercise because they never hit it 3 times in a row and won. And then they had to change. So next time they do this exercise, they know that one of them can just go to the side. That's a reflection process, a change. And if there were equal opposition on each side, then they would have a chance of winning actually next time. Yeah? Did you figure out, did you see the possibility for them to do this or what?
Not in the
No, but that's okay.
we were sitting, but as soon as they were on court, we were like, oops.
Wow.
Hope they don't figure it out. So.
There is one word, it's to be the longest here, so they have to win the points of 1 against 1. It's not the best solution to have the shortest time here. The best is to play 2 against 1 and to hit with pressure.
Depends on, and that's why I said if the opposition were equally good on each side, then it could be the best solution to go out. Yeah? Yeah? Brilliant. Thanks, that was the first one. Who are the next group we wanted to see? Could you, like this? How many players do you need? Same, good. Should we change, so you change with a Wolf? That's a fantastic name. My next son should be called Wolf. Oh, come on. They'll tell you what to do.
We need a wolf for this exercise.
Yeah.
The 2 players, they play separate, this side and this side. They can choose the rear court or the front court. So you have to move front and back. You stay here to start this exercise, and you have to play to the place where they stand. So they choose back, front, and you look where they stand, and you play at them. Just as the start of the exercise, okay? This, you girls, you play everything to Wolf.
And you can choose.
And you go back or front. And he...
Your shot, you go in front court or back court.
Yeah. And he placed where you stand. Just for a beginning.
Do we have some water?
And you have to alternate to her, the both girls. I did forget. That's wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the start of the exercise.
The start?
Yes.
There's more?
There's more, a lot more.
A lot. You only have 2 minutes, come on.
Now, they can choose where they play, front or back. So you have to move from... Ja, oké. Jullie kunnen kiezen nu, oké? Oké. Alternate, stay alternating to the both goals. Okay, and the third thing is, he can choose where he plays. Now you have to look where they don't stand. It's better for you then to make a point. Okay? Alternate. You have to the boat.
Afwisselen tussen de meisjes. Je moet nog altijd afwisselen.
Nee, nu speel je best wel dat ze niet staan, hè?
Geen probleem.
Ja, hij moet spelen dat ze niet staan. So he has to think a lot about things.
And the last one, he had to try to play it away from them.
Yes, away.
Okay,
It's
thanks.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. What do you think about, thanks girls and boy, what do you think about this as a reflection exercise? Or 3 exercises was it actually?
The only reflection is I did it
my way. I did it my way.
I think the only reflection at the moment is, did I play at the right person or not? It's not really open. It's quite closed in
Yeah. We talked about up there that reflection was about handling inputs. As example, the direction of the opponent's movements over there. So that part is here anyway in the last one. They have to be able to react on an input and do the opposite. The first exercises, they have to react on an input and do, you could say, the wrong thing actually. But the reflection was there actually. I just asked Wolf, was it difficult to do this one for you? What do you say? Yes? What made it difficult? Why was it difficult for you? You can use this so they can hear what you say. That's okay, just say what you think, that's okay.
Omdat ik moest kijken waar ze stonden en spelen tegelijkertijd.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you had to look two places at the same time. You know what, thanks a lot, Wolf. You know what we call exercises, primarily what we call exercises, where they practice to look 2 places at the same time. Do you know what we call that in badminton? No, not anticipation. Split vision, yeah, sorry. Split vision exercises. For me, that had some elements of reflecting. Not as many as in the first one, but that was also for me a split vision exercise. But probably you can't separate those 2 things. So that's really good. Perfect. Can you hold this? I'm going to demonstrate some exercises with beautiful young players here, and I won't tell you the purpose. Yeah, this is about reflection, you know that. But I'll just ask you after, what could you see in this? So the first exercise, I want to have... Johannes, this is difficult for me. I'm from Denmark. You are on the one side with Mare and Lotte and Wolf on the other side. So we use 4 players now. And this is a little match for 3 minutes. It's about winning, boys and girls. There are big prizes, you know, after here. I didn't show it to you yet, but big prizes, okay? New bicycle and everything. We are playing now a single for 3 minutes on single courts, okay? Only one rule here. This is the easiest exercise in the world. You have to play a pattern here. You have to play, start with a serve, that's a cross shot, okay? Then you have to play straight, straight, cross, straight, straight, cross, straight, straight, cross. Easy. You have to hit the shuttle on shift. So you hit the first shot, then you hit the next one, then you hit it, then you hit it. On shift. Did you try this before? You did? Yeah, but you also have to play cross, straight, straight. Okay, let's see what happens then. You know what to do? Wolf, are you okay? You know what to do? Do you want to, I'll just give you 30 seconds now to talk about what to do now. What's the smarter thing to do? Yeah, are you ready? Okay, let's see. I'm the referee here. I see if you do it correctly. Yes. Why did you take that? He had to play a cross shot. Sorry, he had to play a straight shot. Do you remember you took the wrong shot? No. Are you sure?
Straight cross.
Yes. Let's try again. You know, I'm the referee here. I see everything.
I play straight, so he has to play cross. Straight cross.
Yeah, but I don't argue. Just continue. Come on, let's see again. So who won the rally? Yeah, no, he should have the salary for this, actually, not me. No, it's 0-0. We start now. Come on, Lotte. Yeah, but that's really good, actually. The pattern was right. 1-1. You won, yeah. We're playing to 5 points. You can play with smashes also. Aye! Nice, 2-1. Should have been a cross shot. Should have been a cross shot. Do you agree? Okay. What's the score? 3-1. Yeah. Last rally. Wow. Wow, that was a good one at the end here. Beautiful. They were actually really good at this one. Really, really good. I've done this also with Peter Gade and all the elite players, and also with children. And also depending on how fast they play, it becomes more difficult or easy. This was really a nice exercise. What has this to do with reflection, this exercise? I didn't think you could do it this way actually. I just have the mic here. Where's that? What? Yeah, sorry.
I think they have to think all the time what they are doing. Straight, cross, and also the hitting one another. So they have to think all the time what they are doing. They have to play straight, cross, and also that they alternatively play.
You're right. But you remember I said that not all thinking is reflection. Was this reflection or thinking? Was this just automated? Was there experiences about badminton enough to solve this exercise? Or what? You're right. Yeah, you're right. In this case, it did. It looked like it did. It starts as a reflection because their experiences about badminton is nothing about this. But actually, they handled it so well that actually they just did it at the end. Okay? So, was this difficult for you? It didn't look difficult. You're really bright. Are you intelligent or what? Yeah, you look really intelligent. Now what we are doing is that Mare is just outside a little bit now. You are watching. Now we are playing again. You are playing free. You can do what you want. We're playing single. And you have to play straight, cross. Again. He can play what he wants. Okay? We just started without them talking, and then we'll see what you have to win now. You can do what you want. And they always have to play straight cross.
Not switching anymore.
Yeah, they also switch, of course, like last time. Yeah. Okay, let's see. But yeah, good. Straight, Lotte. Yeah. Can you see what's happening now? Why don't you stay over here? Because you knew she had to cross. That's okay. Just 2 more rallies, and you have a little break to think. Oh, good. Nice. You see, he learned from the previous situation now that he could actually anticipate to go up there. That's really nice. But that was a good choice. Nobody was down there. That's okay. Good choices here. Excellent. Good. Can you see that Wannes actually have learned to handle a totally new game now? The last 2 rallies here. Because he anticipates which part of the court he can exclude from everything now. That's really good. We just take 3 seconds, or 30 seconds only. Talk about how can you do something here? What could you do? You saw what he did the last 2 rallies. He just played you some place on the court and then he just went to the net. Yeah? What can you do? It's difficult for you, I know. Think about what they could come up with solutions now. You ready? Let's try last time. Yeah, you should have crossed it actually. You saw that, Wannes? You saw he made a mistake? But he figured out himself actually. After 1 second after you did the stroke here, you, oh shit, I should have done something else. That's reflection also. Yeah, she should play straight. Yeah. So that was a correct choice. No, that's okay. No, that's good. Did you see, I won't ask you now, but did you see what happened here? What did they do now? Yeah. Did you agree to play to the back line or not? To give yourself time or what? Sorry? Yeah, exactly. They agreed to give themselves time to play to the back line. That's reflection. They didn't succeed with the first thing they did. Then they had this on-action reflection. And then they changed and it worked. So now we do last one more time. You saw what they did. Probably he'll change something. We don't know. Let's see. That's okay. Good choice. It should have been a cross shot. Excellent. Careful playing to the front part, Lotte. It's really, really dangerous. Oh, smart. Wow. Split vision and everything there. I just ask you one more thing, and that's the end of this exercise. I want you now to make a tactic so you can only play on half court. You only need to play half court. See if you can figure out how to do that. Yeah, you can think also. Yeah, and you figure out, if he wants to stay on half court, what will he do then? Straight. Yeah. Yeah, you want to stay over there? Yeah. But Wolf, that's why that's why I asked them if he want to stay over there. They can figure out what he wants to do. Then he have to cross the next one, of course. Yeah, yeah. Can you see how difficult this is now? This is a mind game I'm trying to create with them, making the situations change the whole time. Okay, 3 more rallies, then we finish with this. But you're not following the tactics. You shifted side, but that's okay. Yeah, and then you change. I asked him to stay in the same court, but he figured out, of course, that if I'm smart, I don't want to do what Kenneth told me now. You saw that? But you're right, because they moved before there. So this is a... And that's what they have to be able to do on their own in there, even though I told him to stay here. Because they react and they have to react again. That's good. Excellent. This was finished with this exercise. Good. You are really good at this. Nice. Perfect. I just want to see what the next exercise is on my paper here. It is... Oh, yeah. If we shift, Lotte, if you shift with Mario now, so because we are only using 3 for this one also, probably you have tried this one before, maybe, I don't know. But this is an exercise that's quite well known actually in many countries and clubs. We are playing again on single court. You are playing 2 against 1. You can do what you want here. You don't have to hit it on shifts. You can play double if you want. You can play side by side. That's your choice. Okay? You can play free again. You just want to win. You have to play. You have to be a mirror now. If he plays a long one, you have to play a long one back. You tried this before. If he plays a short one to the net, you have to play to the net. Okay? It's nothing with straight and cross, just long and short. You have free choice. When he makes a short serve, you can do what you want. Yeah. This guy is brilliant. Can you see that? He's really brilliant. He already figured out before I said this, I just make a short serve and go forward. But I'm smarter than him. So I said, on a short serve, you can do what you want. When he makes smashes, heavy smashes, you can also do what you want. Okay? When you are at the net, you can kill it. If you play short, if it's high, you can kill it. So, okay. One. Now let's try this first. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Long and short, Wolf. Now I'm looking at if those two guys here are finding out what they have to do to be able to get points now. They have to play in a certain way. Where do you have to focus here? So this should make you think a little bit. Because if he's allowed to do that every time, then you won't get any points now. I won't say more now.
Front and back.
Of course you have to cross on the net. Because if else he's just going to do that. Excellent. That was reflection, friends. She was punished because she did the straight one. Her action was disappointing. Then she changed. On that one you can do what you want. On the last one, yeah. Last rally, let's see. You're good at this. One is. Last one. Did you forget? We just changed it a little bit now. You have, each of you have one chance of not doing the mirror. So you have one chance every rally to make a long one on a short, like you just did. Or you can make a smash or whatever down there, or a short one. One chance each of you in every rally. You had that? So now you cannot, you don't know exactly what is going to happen. When will you choose your one option? In what situation could it be smart, you think?
You can attack here.
Yeah.
You don't play alone.
No, exactly. Wolf says when I'm into the court, I can do a good attacking shot. Then of course it will be a good idea to get a point on your option. What about other situations? It could be a good idea to use.
When he plays corner.
Yeah, if he's really close to the net, then you have to put it away. Exactly. That's the two things: to make a point or to get out of trouble. Okay. But try to see if you can make a point on it. Let's see. Yeah, but that's okay. You used your option now, Wolf. Can you see what he's doing now? Smart guy. You could see the moment, I didn't tell him, but you figured out by yourself. When he used his option, then of course he just keeps the shuttle on him. Smart. Yeah, just 2 or 3 more rallies with this. Oh, that's bad in this exercise. Where they can't hurt you, then you make a mistake. Come on. Yeah. And you remember when you do a smash, they can do what they want. Yeah. Yeah, he used his option now, and she used her option. There. Yeah. Was that a good choice for you up there? You made a love shot up there. You remember? Why did you do that? You remember? What did you think about?
I thought if we play 2 times our own choice, he doesn't know what to do anymore.
Okay, that's a plan anyway. Did you hear what she said, Mary? She said if you saw Wolf made his option, he made a smash, and then Mario made a lob shot from up here just after. And then the plan was to confuse him. She said if we both made our options, then he would be confused. That's a plan anyway, but I don't know what happened. But we'll see about it. You can try it again, see if it works. Yeah. Now you got him. One is. How will you handle this? He's only playing at Wolf O. Oh, now she made her option also. Then you're dead. Of course, that's good. Yeah. One more time. It's about you not to use your options, I think. And see if you can make a point now. Okay. Which direction on court could be smart to focus on? Backwards or forwards? In this exercise for you two. Where can he win points?
When he goes forwards.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So probably it's a good idea, as you say, to focus up here, and then you have to say what you can down there. If you allow him to play to the net, then you will be killed. 2 more. Yeah. Good, Wolf. Oh, that's okay. That's really a good idea here, because you made a deception like this, try to get a point. Excellent. Last one. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Excellent. Thanks. For the next one, I just ask you first, could you see the idea in this one about the reflection part? You can see what happens, how they change the whole time, actually. And I try to facilitate this by asking questions. And also, there are also some advices from me you can hear. But just after they have been thinking themselves, I try not to go in and give them the solutions. That's my idea anyway. So we have the 2 girls now. We are playing a little single exercise in the 2 minutes, boys. You are on single court, but the 2 girls start. We are playing a little match to I think 5 points, 4 points. We are playing single on full court now. Okay. We are playing to 4 points here. We are playing to 5 points. Sorry. 5 points. The loser of each rally can close an area on her own court. We have 6 areas, girls. 1 up here at the net, 1 in the middle, and 1 down there. 1 down there, 1 in the middle, and 1 here. 6 areas. The loser of each rally can close an area on her own court. So if you play, she closes this, and you play there, it's out. Okay. Do you need 10 seconds to figure out what to do? No, not now. The first rally is just normal. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's out. So, Yeah. Why do you choose this one?
She can put me in under pressure.
In the backhand. Okay. The argument was that she couldn't be put under pressure in the backhand corner. That could be a good idea. I don't know the girls, of course, so I don't know if that's a problem for Mari, but it sounds okay. So you can't play her down there now, Lotte. 1-0. So, easy points. You can close an area now here. Do you know her? Yes. What's she good at? Net shots. Okay. Does she get points on the net shots or what? Okay. So this one down here is closed and this one is closed. 1-1. Oh, mistakes, Lotte. Which one now? This one? I go, Mario, this one is closed. Your turn. It's not the world's longest rallies, but there's a reason for that. You have closed this one, this one. Okay, so you're just following each other now. This one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Yeah, but that's good.
It's close.
It was a back, Mari, wasn't it the back one who was closed? Yeah, so this one is in actually. So now you can choose another one. So you want to play half court now? Okay. Last one you can close. He has got 4 points now. So you can only play her here now, Lotte. So it's 4-3 now. You can play. So you are playing cross half court now. That's good. Think about that. So this is a last rally now. So she can play you here or what? And she can play you where? The same places. Good. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Did you notice anything here? Anything made you curious? Was there any disturbances here for you when you saw what their choices were here? Sorry?
When she picked the area, she picked the same.
Exactly. They just copied each other more or less. Why do you think that was? Why did you do that? Was there a reason for that or what? What did you think? You ended up with the same areas that were closed and all that. Why did you do that? Did you think about it or what?
Yeah, I chose my backhand.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah.
And then I just followed the point.
Yeah. So you ended up on. You just closed like this and that way down. Yeah. There was a kind of a system in it. What did you think about something when you? Okay, but that's a good reason. That's a good reason. But the fact that the girls they played a pattern when they closed it, did you see that? Why do you think they did that? When we talk reflection. Do you think it's more easy or more difficult to play a pattern like this or to select different areas on each side like this? Sorry? Physically?
Yeah, they don't have to go to the back anymore.
I don't think that's why actually. They played a pattern. Was it? I'm trying to ask questions now that make you reflect. Was it easy or difficult for them to remember this pattern compared to if there were different areas on different sides here? It's of course easier for them. Probably, I don't know, I can't see into your heads, but probably they do this because they can handle this kind of change. If she had closed this and this and this, and she had closed this and this and this, then it would be much more difficult to remember where to play it. They ended up on half-court single. That's probably because that what I asked them to do, the disturbance, the input was too much for them. You understand my point in this? I've seen this before. When you try this sometimes, and they get into the idea, and also with good players, they actually try to figure out, how can I win points on this? What is his strengths and what my weaknesses and strengths? And then they do not close the same areas. So this could be an example that my attempt to disturb them was too much, actually. And then there'll be no reflection here. Can you see that? I don't say that's what happened here. It just appears that there was not much reflecting. This was just an automatic closing down, like Mare did, like from here to here. And Lotte did almost the same thing. That's quite fun to see, actually. For me as a coach, made me wonder if this was too difficult for them, or if this we have to start in another way. Thanks, coach. That's really nice. Could we get two excellent boys for the next almost the same exercise? Now we'll see what they do. Excellent. We are playing now again to 5 points. We are playing on single court. We start playing on the quarter part here, in this area, in the right side. And you start in the same area over there, Wolf. Okay. When you lose a point, you can open up one of the areas at the opponent's side. You see, I turn it around now. Same idea, of course. You understand it? So we start here. Okay, let's see. So you can open up one more. The big one. Why do you do that, Wolf? What's your... to get a bigger field to play in? Okay. Let's see if that's a good idea. Sorry, boys. Sorry. That's what they usually do when they do this the first time. They automatically take the big one. Why do you think they do that? And I understand that. That's good. Why do you think they do that? Yeah, that's automatically, in our experience, the bigger court we have to play on, the better it is. But it's not for sure it's the best idea, but we'll see. Yeah, 1-1, you can open one, the short one. Can you see my point from what I said before? It might not be the best idea to open like this, because you're almost on equal terms then. He can stay down there and everything. Yeah? So you can open one more now. Okay. Good, you can open one more. Good, nice. So this, and this is open now. Yeah, this and this, down there and this. And you had opened what? This, and this. One more, last time maybe. Wolf? Sorry? The whole front and the two last areas. And this, and this, and this. I shouldn't have taken that, Wolf. Don't you think this one was out here? Did you notice? Yeah, you just took it. Yeah? So, no. You wasn't sure of the length or if he could play there. Yeah, probably the last thing. And that's okay, because everybody who tries this is confused. That's actually the reason why we do this. Good. Finish with this one. This one is really a difficult exercise. And the reflection thing, of course, is about the court is shifting the whole time. So they have to relate to new circumstances. Every rally they play, this is really difficult. And of course they'll be confused. And to be sure, they often react by going back to the normal badminton and just take everything. Because then they're sure not to make a mistake. It's not, often in this exercise, it's not difficult to remember where to play yourself, but it's so difficult to remember where the opponent have to play. Huh? And this is really a heavy one also.
Kenneth, in these exercises, you ask a lot of questions to make them think about what they do, which is good. But in the elite training, you have one trainer for 4 or 6 players, then you can do that. But in a club, you have one trainer for 20 people. Can you still do the same exercises?
I can still do the same exercises, and I'm running really fast and commenting and all that, but we can do another little trick also, I think, if we have ambitions and we believe in this. How can we, I don't know if some of you are teachers, but the problem about handling a lot of people, make differentiations and communicating with a lot of people is that we don't have time for it. So what could we do? So, some of you mentioned this for me up there. That was it you? What did maybe?
To put another player off court on the side and to make them watch if something is
exactly.
right or wrong.
Exactly. Try to educate the players to help each other and things like this also. This is not easy actually because they have to learn to do it. But the point is, if we do that, we get 2 things out of it at least. First of all, we get a lot more feedback into the court, and also when you do what we call peer feedback, that means that you give feedback to someone on your own level. Then actually the guy who gets the feedback gets something out of it, but also the guy out here who gives the feedback gets at least as much out of it, because when he gives feedback to somebody in here, he always relates what he's telling them to his own game, and then that's actually the point of giving feedback. There's a lot of research inside the effect of this for the feedback giver, actually. But that's one way of trying to handle this, actually. But that's difficult. We have to educate them. And in the beginning, it's difficult for them because they have to be able to communicate in a certain way. They have to be able to see what's happening also. So it's not easy, especially with exercises like this. But it can be done, probably.
Place something on the field also.
Sorry.
Can you place something on the field that it's more visual? These are the zones that are free. These are the zones that are not free. Because I'm a teacher in a school and that's really difficult. So perhaps you can solve it like that, and perhaps you only have 4 zones instead of 6, right. Because that's also very difficult. 6 zones.
Sure. What did you hear? What's your name?
Evert.
The guy with the green shirt. Sorry. But that's really a good point, and that's what we call, when we talk learning, it's called didactical considerations. How can we adapt exercises, teaching, to the level of the players? And of course, you're totally right. We can minimize the number of areas. We can put in a little marker or something on the area. But every time we do that, we lower also the demands for reflection. So this is also a balance the whole time, of course. And it only depends on, the only thing it depends on is the level of the players. Is the disturbance too much or too little? Can we look at people and see if they reflect or what? Are there any signs we can look at to see if our exercises work, if it's reflection we want? Yeah, but the disappointments does not come in the moment they reflect. That's what we talked about up there. It comes before. You reflect now. Look, hey, don't move. First, could you stand up so I can see you? Just stand up. Just stand, please. What did you do? Yeah. Every time we touch ourselves in the face, most of the times, like this. Every time people look to the left upwards like this. Every time we make wrinkles in our forehead like this, every time we sit like this, it's signs, body language signs that people are reflecting. So we can act, no, not thinking only. You're confused, you're curious. You are, what is happening here? Like, that's the signs you look for when you try to evaluate if it works actually. That's what I've been looking for. You can see he has been really reflecting. Did you see in his face? You were really good at it. It was like this the whole time. Yeah, that's really good. So that's what we're looking for. That's what I'm looking for to see if it works. That's what I'm looking for in Wolf's face primarily when he took the last one over there that was out actually. Did he do that because he was, I don't know what to do, or because he was, or what else it was? Yeah, excellent. I just have to see what my next little exercise is, and I have to follow the clock. When was it we should finish? 1:45? Yeah, so that's good. I'm on time. Okay. We're just keeping the boys on court, and then you on next, okay? You can play single now, just normal. It's about winning, and I just have a little talk with you down here. Okay. Oh, I have a mic on. Can you hear me now? No? Okay. Every time that you're in the deep forehand corner down there, every time you have to play 2 clear shots straight, you have to play 2 smashes straight, and 2 cross cuts in that order. Okay. 2 clear, 2 smash, 2 cross cut. And that's no matter if you have to do that all during the rally. So if you only in the first rally have 2 straight clears, only in this corner. Only in that corner. Okay. So, Wolf, I told him some things he have to do now. See if you can figure out. Maybe. Let's see. Why do you say that, Wolf? How many times did he play down there? Okay. So I gave him a little task here, and I asked Wolf to say if he could figure this out. This is about analyzing inputs now. So your idea is now that he plays you down there. Okay. Let's see if that's a good idea. Yeah. So what about what do you think now after this rally? Good, you're good at this. You're really good at this.
There's a lot of shots in the back corner.
Yeah? Maybe. But you told me, and that was correct what you said, that he played you down there to the back line. Did he do that all the time in this rally also? What did he do else? Did you notice in the first rally, where was he when he played you down there? Where was he standing? In the backhand or forehand? Yeah, I know, and that was shit because I should have told you not to do it from over there. So that's my mistake actually. I told him to do something from that corner only. So in the first rally he did strokes to that corner from down there. What in the second rally from down there, what did he do? Do you remember? Yes, excellent. So your plan or your idea from the beginning, that was not the right one. So he played 2 shots there and 1 there when he's down there. Let's see what's happening. So, Wolf, what now? From that corner. Again a smash. So it's two clear shots and 2 smashes. What do you want to do now then? When you know that now, what will you do now? Could you use it? Yeah, and go where? Yes. Yeah, the first one was a little tricky, you know. Okay. Shit. Try to give him some chances to play it on there.
Hit his hand against the camera.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Did it break or what? Which one? Oh! Is that okay? Can you grab the racket? Are you tough? If it doesn't hurt too much, try to do it anyway. That's okay. So Wolf, excellent. What did he do from down there now? What did you? How many times? Okay, so 2 times down there, and 2 times. Let's see. Did you figure out now, Wolf, what I told him? What do you think I told him? Actually, you could figure out now. Oh yeah, maybe. You're right. That could be the solution, actually. Let's see. So can you figure out now what you offer? Or what? 2 times there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. Yes. Now you can beat him. Yes. Try to play without smashes now, Jonas. No, sorry, only the straight ones over there. Yes. You can only smash when you're there when you have to smash. Yeah. Just 2 more rallies. Now you can be smart now, Wolf. Come on. Yeah, good. Perfect, thanks. That's good. How does it look? Is it okay, Wolf, for the hand? If you can't play, it's okay. Then we just we use the other 3. That's okay. Try to put some ice or something on it. You could see this one. Again, a little reflection exercise. He actually had, this was difficult for him because there were so many options for Jonas here, but he could actually figure out at the end, and then he could get points. Again, this was a matter of analyzing, of remembering actions from this guy here. That's good. Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully, okay. I think we need the girls now. You are good at this. You are really good at this. Nice. You are a reflexive guy. I do 2 exercises with the girls. The first one is difficult, and the next one is really difficult. Listen now. We are playing single now. First exercise. We are playing every second rally. The first rally we are playing on the quarter part of the court, in the big areas in the middle here, okay? Only the big parts. It's out here and it's out down there. Second rally we play in the rest of the court. It's all the area here, the side here, the back part and the sides over there. In the middle here, it's out. You understand? Every second rally we play here and we play here. Okay. Good, girls. Beautiful, Lotte. Yeah, nice rally. Good, 1-0. She serves. Yeah, out. It's good. 1-1. Good, nice. 2-1. Playing to 5 here. Good. 2-all. This is not that difficult, actually. You can see that they can do it. 3-2. Was it was yeah, not the quarter part. It was out. Yes, good. What's the score? Match points. So 5-3 for Mari in the first game. Good, girls. If I want to do this idea, how could I make this more difficult? Because they could do this. No big problems here. How could I make this much more difficult with a little change? Yeah, yes. If you say if they play a smash, the court, the rule changes, as example. That could be a way to do it, actually. Yeah, it could be a way. I won't do that because I can't see the consequences right now, but it could be a good idea. Yeah?
Depending on the service, they have to choose the first one or the second one.
Yeah, but depending on the serve, that could be the signal which court to play. Nice, good ideas here. I actually chose a game, and this is difficult, girls. Even for, I have really good players in my club, some of the best in Denmark. This is difficult for them also. Every second stroke now, the court shifts. That means we start on quarter court. When you both have made a short serve, you have to make, or a serve that's not down there. Then you play quarter court. Then you play around. Then you play around, then you play quarter, then you play quarter. Let's see. Oh, good, nice girls, yes. Oh, they could do that, that's excellent, you remembered, nice. 1-0. Can you follow this out there? Yeah? It's difficult when you get too low, because you have to play the around thing. 1-all. Huh? Where did you try to hit the last one? In the front, but you should have played in the middle. You remember? Yeah? Good. Wow, excellent. The right choice. They can actually do this, actually. That's really, I'm a little bit surprised, actually, you are so good at this. Yeah. Beautiful. Lotte. What is it, 2-all or what? Oh. Nobody knows. Why did you take that? That's what I said. It's so difficult. It's not difficult to remember where to hit the shuttle to themselves. It's difficult to remember when the opponent do a mistake, actually. Huh? Just 3 more rallies. Let's see. Yeah. Were we all aware of what happened at the end? Did they make the right choices or what? Nobody knows. Because when it goes wrong 1 or 2 times, then it's finished. You can't do that. That's good. If you think back on some of the exercises I made before, how can we change this one so it becomes more difficult, at least for one of them? One of them can just play free, and the other one had to shift court every second stroke. So we are playing two games to 3 now. In the first game, you can play free, and you have to shift, start with a quarter, and then shift. Okay? God, Lotte. Beautiful. 1-0. Yeah. Nice. That's your exercise. Who's playing free now? Still you or what? Who you are still playing? Sorry, I just lost it there. What's the score? Then nobody knows again. Doesn't matter. 2-2, let's say the last rally. Come on, and you're free. Good, Lotte. Nice. But when you know that she have to play either here or down there, yeah, or she can also play out here, then you can move closer to the net actually. Yeah, when she's down there, yeah. Yeah, okay, we shift. Now you have free, Lotte. One. Yeah. Good. Good, Mary. Oh, yeah. Then you're in trouble because you have to play quarter on the last one. So you have really to close the net here. Good, Mara, nice, and yes, beautiful. Quarter. Yeah, but that's okay. That's really good. Okay, thanks. Actually, they're okay. You are really good at this, depending on the speed, of course, and if they begin to use heavy smashes and things, then this would be really, really difficult to remember what to do the whole time. Next little exercise we have. I'll just keep the girls on for this one. Next little exercise, I'll tell one of them a little thing, and again the other one have to find out what's happening. I'll try to make it a little easier this time. So you have free game here. You can do what you want every time. Sorry, that's too hard. Every time you're down here, you have to make a cross shot, a cross cut as a cross drop shot. Okay? Every time you're down here. Okay? Just a little game to 3, and then we change the roads again. So if you figure out now, then you can win really easily. We are saving the strings now, that's good. I don't think my exercise will work because the shuttle hasn't been down. We just could do a couple of more rallies here. 3-0. Just stop now. Sometimes when you do exercises like this, because I didn't know the players I had down here, who you were and what they played and all that. Sometimes when you do things like this, you can see that an exercise will not work because the shuttle would not be in the position I wanted at all. So I had to change something now because this will not work or teach them anything regarding what my goal is here. So I'm just changing a little bit, and we're doing a new exercise now. We almost did this. You remember the mirror thing we did before? 2 against 1. You remember that? We're going to do that. That is the last exercise I'll show you. We're going to do that in single. 1 against 1, where one is mirror now, and the other one is playing free. Will that be more difficult or more easy than 2 against 1, you think? What do you think? Let's see. So you start free, Lotte, and you start your mirror. Just when she plays long, you play long. When she plays short, you play short. The same as before. When she makes short serves, you can do what you want. And when she smashes, you can do what you want. And you can also kill it up here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, good, nice. Playing to 3 and then we shift. This is the last exercise. Lotte, why do you take a chance? Because she can't do anything that can hurt you. Now I'm trying to say just be patient. So you can just put her to the back line until you have a chance to follow up. I'm just asking Lotte now, the dream rally for Lotte, the way to be sure to win the rally, what could that be? How could you play a rally so you're sure to win?
When you play short,
yeah.
you like to follow up.
Yes, yeah. It's something about playing short and following up. She's right. Could you now I'm making some leading questions a little bit. Could you force her to make a short shot so you can follow up? How can you do that? How can you force her to make a short shot and follow up? You can only do it in one way, actually. When you're down there, let's say that. What could you do from down there to do a short stroke?
To play,
what would you play?
A hard.
Yeah.
A hard drop.
Yeah, or what would be even harder than a drop?
Smash.
Yeah, smash. If you can smash from down there and she make a short return, you can follow up. What could you do up there just to be really smart? Try to kill it or block it?
Block.
Yeah, because then you can just wait for it, the next one. Yes, that could be the dream rally. Let's see if you can do that. Now, you heard what we talked about or what? Yeah, that's good. No problem. Yeah, but that's also good. And then you just stay up here, of course. And Mario, in this exercise here, you remember we talked about where you have to focus in this exercise, backwards or forward.
Yes.
Where do you want to put your focus? On the net or on the back line? Where can she put pressure on you most? You think? Yes, really. Because if he can just block it, then you have lost actually. Yeah. If you don't hit it high up here. Yeah, and then follow up. Can I ask you one more question, Dr. You're really good at this. When you play a long one down there, do you remember where are you standing on court after? Right now?
I think.
In the middle. Why is that?
I don't know.
Do you know where she'll hit the next one? Yes. And you're standing in the middle.
Yeah. I can stand in the middle.
Of course. Then you don't have to move. You can see she stand, and they always do that in the beginning, because that's what they're used to do somewhere in here. But she don't have to do that. She can just wait down there. Save a lot of energy. 3 more rallies and we're finished. That's okay. In a normal match, you of course should do the movement. But this is not a normal match. Come, block it. Stay! Where were you going? Don't be afraid, it's just for fun, this. Block, go forward. God, Maren, nice. Because you have to cross it if you can. Okay? So she can't go forward and straight and kill it. It's good. We just do last 2 minutes now. We change now. So now you are free and you are mirror now. Okay, this is the last exercise. Oh! Why do I say this, you think?
It's not fast enough to the net.
When you make a smash and she make a smash return up here, if you want to be sure to win the rally, what could be your best option, your best choice?
Block.
Yeah. Because then you could just stay up there waiting. By pushing it like this, you give her a chance to return the next one. Yeah? That's good. Because her brain said, oh, there's nobody here. I have to play it here. Good, girls. Good rally. Yeah, God, Mari. Nice job. Excellent. Thanks a lot. That was it. Thanks a lot for the help. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let me see, how is it? It's okay. Good. Thanks. Okay. I actually had 2 more exercises with 2 against 2, sorry. But we won't let him play now because he hit his hands. So, comments to this, questions to this little demonstration here, both from the 2 groups in the beginning and what I try to do here. You can make hundreds of thousands of that's maybe a little exaggerated, but you can make so many. Only your fantasy is the limit here.
You are not used to this.
No, I know.
When you have players who are at the beginning of their games.
Yeah.
Because they are technical, not. You can't ask them to play 3 clears after.
Yeah. You're right. You have really, and that's what we talked about before also, about, we have to consider the level of our players. And I didn't know the players here. I didn't know the exact level or anything. If I had known that or seen video or had known them in advance, then I might have corrected some of these exercises here. You could see that also probably. That some of them actually was difficult because there were some of the technical, physical skills that actually made it a little bit difficult. But again, if you know your players, you just have to make the considerations about how you are to adapt to the level, of course. So, but the idea here is, you could see I tried to make exercises that involve communication, questions that where situations change the whole time, or to challenge their existing views of how they should do this. This is about reflexivity. You could see on the guys here that we as people are probably different. We have different skills regarding this process also. Depending on what we are used to, how our parents have been talking to us. And you can see on the guys here, and that's not a critic of anybody at all, that they had different approaches to the process of reflection. That was quite obvious, actually. But this can be learned. And I assure you, in the beginning, some of them are really confused. But after you have done this for a period, some of the players I have done this with, when I was a national coach in Denmark, we did this kind of practice. I had 2 practices every week, one with the single players, one with the double players, and we did only exercises like this. And when we did that for some time, when I didn't do that for a week or whatever, they actually got a little bit like when you don't get your drugs. Why don't we do this anymore? And I think it's really fun actually when they can begin to anticipate, make a plan, be smart, all that. And probably this is what separates the best players from the lower level players. So this was the input on reflection and maybe how to practice this. Any more questions? I think we have a session this afternoon also, but yeah.
Kenneth, I found it very interesting and inspiring, but I have a question about the functionality of some exercises. With the players down in the backside, you stay there, you play the clear, just stay there. And you saw her going in front, a good automatism that she doesn't have to do that anymore. Or playing net drop after net drop, without thinking about playing a lob. That's the things I thought about.
Huh? Did you get this question? This is a really good question. You get the question. When we do exercises like this, or no matter what exercises we do, if we construct an exercise, there's always consequences regarding the finished game or the full game, of course. Some of the things they do in these exercises, the stroke choice, the movements they do, they would and they should not do in a real match, of course. That would be stupid. The point is here that if you practice your player's ability to reflect, which is about handling the current situation, then it doesn't matter. Does this make sense? This is exactly what this practice is about. Because your opponent, when you're on a high level, will force you not to do what you're used to do. He'll try to do it anyway. So this, but a good point, but just, this is my argument. When people say this, but in a normal match I will do, yes, but this is not a normal match, now you have to adapt. And we are practicing this process here. Yeah. And in the beginning also with the players, some of them say this, but when they're getting used to, oh, now it's this I have to do, then they just do it. And I have in my club in Aalborg, I mentioned for some of you, maybe I think it's the biggest men's singles talent in the world right now, and I'm serious about it. He's 16 years old now, left-handed. He was in the European men's singles finals, under 17 as 15-year-old. And I do one practice every week with him, for him, and then I have 2 other players that are more or less there for his sake. And we do this 2 hours every week, only this kind of practice. And I assure you, it spins fast up there when he's playing. And no matter what I tell him, oh, now this yellow line is out and this blue line is here, and your hair have to be like this or whatever. And just and when they get to this point, it's quite fun actually, and it's actually really difficult for me to challenge him. I have to be really extreme now in my exercises. But my argument would be, of course, there are consequences every time we construct something compared to the full game. But there's a reason for that. Yeah. Good. Hope you got something out of this. You can agree or don't agree. That's okay. But this could be an option for you also to include when you work with your players or with your children or with your husband or whatever. If you have a husband or children or players. Thanks.